Hello, everyone. Firstly, thank you so much for the outpouring of love on Saturday. Not just myself, but James is deeply touched by it. And thank you for letting me ramble on for almost an hour, even though I only meant to be on for 2 or 3 minutes to let you know that I wasn't going to do a live and why. That love and support, it was just amazing, and it touched us both so deeply. Yeah, and thank you. A couple of things. Hi, Robert Nider. How are you? Yeah, so you can go to that video that was on Saturday, and you can leave comments if you want to post memories of Whitby. People shared memories of Whitby. Our little doggy who we had to say goodbye to on Friday, and people posted memories of him in the chat on Saturday morning. But if you want to post the memories of him, please feel free to find that video. It's called Very Short Video Today. Ended up being almost an hour, and you're more than welcome to post your memories of Whitby if you have any. James is really touched when he learnt that people were sharing their memories of him. I used to be set up out in the dining room, and he would bark and come in and sit on my lap occasionally and stuff. He's a joy in our life for so long, and we miss him dearly. We will forever, and we are doing tarot today. I was only going to be on for 5 minutes and just say, look, I can't do a live today because I'm too shattered about Whitby, but everyone was so lovely. But yes, we are doing tarot today, and we're going to start with the energy in.
I'm coming through without
Yes.
looking at Shopland's day.
Yeah, just put it on here.
Are you finding more jobs for me to do around the house?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, sweetie.
There's a Japanese spoon.
Okay. Thank you, darling.
Leave the headphones on so you can have the door open for the aircon.
Thank you, darling.
It's going to be 37 today.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry if a lot of people would have hopped on and seen. Yeah. It's not my style to just post something on a community page and post if I'm too sick or cannot do a live. Generally, I try and put a little 30, 40-second video up, but that's not how that worked out. But yes, back to the main business of tarot. And we are going to start off with guides of the highest truth and compassion. I ask for your help and guidance in living a life of higher vibration. I ask for access to your wisdom and knowledge, the Akashic record, forms of knowledge. I do this without rancor, agenda, or ill will, but merely to find clarity, insight, and objectivity into the questions I may pose. If you have a question, I will be doing single card reads for people or 3 card reads for people. But let's start off with having a look at the Trump administration. The office of the president. So Trump himself, the energy around Trump. Creamy coffee, yummy. So what's in store for him in the coming week? Oh, yeah. What was I saying while I'm doing this? I have a supermoon special set up for Friday morning, my time. The supermoon will still be hanging around in Australia, my time. It hangs around till 10:45 a.m. when it disappears from the sky, but it's going to be there all night and in the morning. And it's what's called a cold supermoon. So I'll talk more about that in time. So I'm doing a special on Friday morning, 9:30, which will be 8:30 p.m. on Thursday night in the US. I have set up, it's a normal Saturday for me, but I've set up a Christmas special. So we can have a look at all things Christmassy and fun and maybe some Christmas myths and things like that. And have a look on the 20th of December. And Saturday the 7th, of course, I'm back with my normal wrap up of things, with my normal look at things. I've been away for a few weeks because we went on holiday. So went to New Orleans. So what is the energy around Trumpy Dump? Mr. Trump. I try to be respectful of the office, not necessarily of him. There was a line from Band of Brothers, which was a real line that was said. They did it in a different context in the series, but it was actually said where the guy who trained under this captain saw him a couple of years later, and the guy was still a captain, and this man had been risen to the ranks of major. And the major saluted the captain. The captain just glared at him and walked on, and he said, "Captain, we salute the rank, not the man." So I show respect to the rank, not necessarily the person, or the office, not necessarily the person who's in it. Okay. So what have we got here? The first card I drew for Trump is the Lovers, but it's reversed. Parting of the ways. A parting of the ways. I read something interesting about the Ides of March, and specifically the word Ides, and I'll go into that after I finish reading this. But anyway, so this is for this coming week, the energy around Mr. Trump in this coming week. So there's a parting of the ways. Well, we've seen that happening. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's resigning from the House, I think there, probably every possibility she will be aiming to go to the Senate or something like that, or governor of Georgia. I don't see her career going anywhere. Right-wing pundit maybe on television, but that's about it. I do not think she would get the support, the financial support needed for such a thing. But it's other people as well. So here he is, parting ways with people. Hello, whoever has joined us. I am back to normal. And again, thank you for all the outpouring of love that I received the other day. Hi, Ron, my darling. How are you? I sent you an invite for Friday, Ron. I hopped on and watched Ron yesterday for a couple of hours. I have not had the chance to do that in weeks. Once I was away, and then before that, I always seemed to have stuff to do before going away. So, and yeah. So it was so lovely. He read on a problem we have, and hopefully, yeah. So what's in the challenges for Trump? Oh, the illusion. That's inside his head. Cloudiness. Hi, Shelby. How you going, my darling? I'd love to this Saturday after I finish, if you want to, we can hook up and have a chat and send you a link, Shelby. No, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to do this reading. So this is in his challenge position. What is the advice for him? The King of Cups. This is a very stern person saying you have to settle down. You have to calm down. Base of this reading, this is build-up of energy, but it's not in his favour. See, the clouds are coming in from his they're not behind him, they're coming towards him. So this is a build-up of negative energy, which is at the base of this reading. Wonder why? Thoughts and prayers go out to the families of the National Guardsmen who were killed. I'm not quite sure if somebody was out, some of them were injured at all. And also that tragic children's birthday party where 4 people were killed, 10 were injured. I mean, it's heartbreaking, isn't it? And yeah. So what's the outcome of this week for Trump? This looks positive, but is it? One of the things about the Republican Party is that it's an illusion of what it used to be. And often I've associated this card with the illusion of the Republican Party. It's nowhere near what it used to be. But this is also the end of a cycle. So we're looking at the end of this cycle of illusion and delusion, I suppose. So we've got a major arcana right at the centre with the lovers reversed, splitting. So some more clarification here. Irresponsible behaviour, bad behaviour, corruption. This is the Hierophant. It is institutions. It's reversed. People not acting with responsibility, which is what the cross keys mean. It is corruption. And this is adding to the end of the basically camp. I mean, they called the Democrat like JFK and all that. That area, that era, Camelot. He tried to make his own Camelot, and it, of course, was never going to happen. Corruption. And that doesn't mean Democrats aren't corrupt. There was a story about that Democrat congresswoman who's being had up on $5 million worth of fraud. Corruption, bad behaviour is bad behaviour. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Good behaviour is good behaviour. Again, doesn't matter what side you're on. Oh, I pulled out 2 cards. So there's a legacy here. He's tried to build his legacy. I think he was hoping to put one of his kids in, or his daughter-in-law. It's just not going to happen. This is, again, a closure, an end, multi-generational, an end to a multi-generational thing. But interesting what came out with it. Death reversed. Now, this is not saying that it's a new beginning. It's a change. And there's it's an end and there's no fresh start. It's just kaboom. That's it. That's done. So this is in the energy this week about him. Run as a Republican. Trump did an interview years ago, said if he ever ran for president, he would run as a Republican because yeah. Yeah. They were the most stupid people. Yeah. Well, so I was thinking some people have been saying that the 15th of December is significant for Trump. It's going to be a significant date, mark a loss of power or something. And it brought to mind Beware the Ides of March. I had a look exactly why it was called the Ides, the IDES. And it's not to do specifically with the date. The 15th is not the Ides of any month, but it was the Ides of March when Julius Caesar was killed because it was a full moon. So the Ides of a month coincides with a full moon. Now, we have a supermoon on Thursday night, Friday morning. So this Thursday the 4th, Friday the 5th, that is the Ides of December for 2025. And I think that's really, really interesting. So I thought I'd have a look and see if this full moon is going to have any significant effect on Trump. So as I said to Ron, there's going to be a supermoon special on Friday, the normal thing on Saturday. I'm doing a Christmas special on Saturday the 20th. So I might send out some invites for that and hope some people can join me. Including you, of course, Ron. And yeah, so let's have a look and see if the Ides of December is going to have, I'll have a real close look on Friday, but this is just a few days out from that. Hello. And Ron, thank you so much for looking at my problem yesterday. Some hope, gives us some hope. I put in a complaint, a written complaint. Yeah. You weren't watching the chat. Well, at least you were listening to me, Roberto. I might go in there on that video, put a little bit more explanation on it. So, outside exercising. Oh, I was out sitting outside before watching my husband put a pathway through some hedges so that the Water Corporation people can read the meter in future. Counting again, Shelby. And for those who have not seen, caught up with this darling woman in Florida Had a lovely breakfast with her. You are a dear, dear friend, and we love you very much. And yeah, she thinks James is very handsome. I think so too. Here we are, me and Shelby. It was such a wonderful thing to be able to catch up with you, my darling. It really was. And yeah. Rolling skating. So what if, and then I'll have another look on Friday morning at the most immediate effect on him. But what could happen with Trump with the supermoon? And it's called a cold supermoon. I think it's because it's December or something. I'll have a look at that and have more information on you for you on that. And oh, look what came out. Hi, Red Rose. Yeah, thank you, my darling. Thank you so much. There's a whole blubbery 56-minute video of me not doing any tarot, just sharing memories and stuff. If you have any memories and you want to share them of Whitby, you can go and put a comment on that video. Yeah, but this is I'm looking at what effect the upcoming supermoon, the cold supermoon, is going to have on Trump, and this is not looking good for him. Yeah. Ditto. We had a great time with you, and we had a bit of a stuff up. She was going to come pick us up, and I forgot to put the terminal number down, and it was a complete stuff up. So we didn't have as much time as we would have liked, but yeah. And then she said, "I'll come up in the morning," and it was just such a wonderful thing for you to do, my friend. And no, you're welcome anytime. Mm-hmm. So this is not looking good. Let's explore this a bit more. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. I'm in love with him too. Doesn't stop me from wanting to whack him over the head with. But that's normal. So this is not looking good. Dark days for Trump around that time. Why? Let's have a look. A bit of an explanation. Why? What does he need to know about the supermoon? Things are going to happen quickly. Oh, 9 of Cups. Now, this is not necessarily, so we've got the 8 of Wands, things happening quickly. What he needs to know. What he needs to do is pray things go his way. Because that 9 of Cups is a wishes come true, but not necessarily for him. Yes, definitely out of office. Oh, thank you, darling. Things are going to happen quickly around that supermoon. The 9 of Cups is, the wish come true card, but this is what he needs to do is wish. But this is directly over the reverse sun, and it's not looking good. 5 of Cups. What is the possible outcome? The 5 of Cups. Regret. Loss and regret. This is something that's hoped for is going to come true, and it's not on his side. I think it's a warning because, yeah. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles crossing the loss of autonomy, loss of power. Wow. It's going to be interesting. A new thing up on the shelves, a cup there that's got Kermit on it, and it says, "Good morning, Muppet." James got it for me a couple of years ago as part of my Christmas bundle, and unfortunately it's got a big crack in it now. So it's coming in and it's set up there, Kermit, and it's saying, "Good morning, Muppet." So okay, who else would you guys like me to read on? Because I'm going to do a read on the administration in just a minute. Yeah, the wider administration. Robert's been on a few times now. He joined us a couple of months ago. And right, I hope you're going to bring I can do that. Yeah. We'll have a look at that first. I mean, I've got some things I want to ask, but if you ask, I will. But if you guys ask a question, I'll do that first and then go back to what I was looking at, what I was going to look at. So Robert Nider has asked, read on if Trump will take military action in Venezuela. Well, Venezuela. I can't say it. Against the Venezuelan, whatever. Yeah, yeah. There's I saw a post in Facebook about sorry, Cameo's just joined us here. About plane traffic being very, very clear around, virtually nothing around Venezuela from the US at least. What do you want? That one, sweetie? Okay. We still have this lovely little girl with us, providing love and light. And yeah, I think she sort of realized no longer here and got a little bit confused. And yeah. But all the food's hers now. So, will Trump take military action in Venezuela? Venezuela. Oh, I can't say it. Yeah, that country. Oh, the tower. Now, this has got one big message to me. If he does, that's it. It's he can't technically take it do it without Congress's approval. But you know him, he doesn't think Congress needs to get approval from anyone. So this whole situation with Venezuela leading to a big tower. Nine of Cups. He wants it to happen. But crossing the tower is his wishes. He's what he wants. Oh, I wonder if the supermoon, because that was in the supermoon reading, wasn't it? Yes, I think they will be able to, once he's gone rose red. Rose red asked, will the USA be able to reverse all tariffs that are in place? Yes, it's an easy thing. But we're looking at Trump military action in Venezuela. He certainly wants to, but it would be a real tower if he did it. Outcomes. Huge risk and seen as unlawful. This is the card of the thief. Yeah, hubby and I decided this year, because we just spent so much money on the trip, and then we had Whitby and all that, and no, it's more than just distraction. It's more than just a distraction from Epstein. He really wants to flex his muscles, and yeah. So this is the card of the thief. Hi, J Cat Lady. Thank you. We're looking at Venezuela. Oh, 5 of Wands. Conflict. He wants to go into that conflict, but it might be stopped. He's going to try. But the Empress. I've often seen the Empress as the American voice of the American people. This is cushioning him from his own actions. So it's, tell me about the Empress. 2 of Wands. Yeah, it's a strategy. Yeah. It's creative thinking, and it's a bad strategy. And the 2 of Wands can mean a block. So something that represents the American people, Congress, is going to block it probably. But he's going to try. He's going to try. No, they're not. He just wants to flex his muscles. But it's more than just a diversion. It is, he wants to be a bully boy, and he wants to use the weapons he has against people. So they're the best target in his mind. He wants to be able to set some weapons going. He wants to be able to, helm a war. He sees himself as a wartime president. He's not, but okay. Just excuse me for just 30 seconds here. Okay, yeah, yeah, okay. I will do that, my darling. I will. Thank you. Have you had, Shelby, have you had the sherry cocktail yet? Or are you going to save it for Christmas? Because it is yummy. Going to have some over Christmas. We've got 2 bottles, so. Yeah, James and I were discussing Christmas, and let's go on to Temu. Let's set an overall budget of like $50, and we spend $25 each, and just get a few little things from Temu. It's nice, isn't it? And yeah, get some fun things for ourselves on Temu as a Christmas present. And yeah, so we'll do that probably next week. It might get here before Christmas, they might not, but yeah. Okay, now I was going to have a look at the wider Trump administration. So what's going on with the wider Trump administration? The wider administration. Let's start with the vice president. Shady. Five of Pentacles. Out in the cold. Definitely out in the cold. Trump's keeping him at bay. Interesting. This is reversed. So just around the corner, there's going to be an opportunity for him. Interesting. Ah, that's really, I'm really glad. What is the challenge for Shady? The Queen of Wands. Protective, compassionate, looking for ways to do. I feel like this is very, very much the House and even some of the Senate here, the Queen of Wands. They have a job to do. And the Queen, to me, the King direct the energy, but the Queen's bringing the resources. So it's getting the resources to back him up. And that's the one with the cat and the sardines. Did it have sardines with it as well? Because that's from Portugal, I think. Yeah, that's from Lisbon. So getting the resources is going to be a challenge for him. What's the advice for him? Oh, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 9 of Cups, but it's reversed. This is be prepared to not get what you want because you don't care who you have to step over to get there. That's the advice for him. What's at the base of this reading for Shady? The 8 of Cups, classic abandonment. Hi, 171 sign in. This is abandonment. And yeah, people just, he might even jump ship. God, could there be a constitutional crisis in the near future? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? What's the outcome for Shady here? The Chariot. Now, you'd think, oh, this could be victory for him, ultimate victory, but not necessarily. This could be travel, swift movement. If it is victory, I think it's fleeting. But things happening very, very quickly. Movement. So abandonment, movement. Tell us more about this outcome card. There may be some victory, but look, 2 of Cups. That is, is there agreement? Is there commitment? 2 of Cups is like coming to some agreement, perhaps. You may end up. Now, how Trump left the reservation after January 6th, and Pence had to basically do his job until the inauguration for the next 2 weeks, and he didn't do a bad job either. There could be a similar situation to that. The Queen of Pentacles, money, resources. Again, we have Queen, Pentacles, luxury, loving, but luxuries. But again, this is also about resources, energy and resources. I don't think he's going to have the backing to step up fully, but he might have to take on the role. The Wheel of Fortune reversed for him. So there's going to be a change, a big change, but it's not going to be quite the change he thinks. There could be a constitutional crisis between now and when does Congress reconvene? The 6th of January? With some changes. It could be that Trump leaves the reservation again and J.D. Vance has to step up and do those duties of a president, but without actually being the president, still being the vice president. That's really interesting cards for him, isn't it? Hello to all my lovely lurkers, and everyone who chooses to watch at a later time. Yes, a big blubbery video the other day, as I explained. I was only going to hop on for a couple of minutes just to say, look, I can't do a video, and everything came pouring out, and everyone was so lovely, and yeah. So, yeah, but back to the normal now. But if you do have some memories you want to share of Whit, because he was a feature of my videos for a long time, you can go to that video and share memory. Yeah. Okay. Who else do you guys want me to read on? I have to go and do some shopping later. I've got a little shopping, not a big shop, quite short actually, quite small. I had it all written down. Now I can't find where I put it. Well, here's the instructions I wrote down to give myself a facial. Haven't done that yet. Might do it this afternoon. Trump caught COVID and was hospitalised. He would not do it. No, he wouldn't. And he wouldn't do it here either. He wouldn't do it here. No. Denise Trudeau. Fish orange, wide eye. All right, that's the thing. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. I haven't really done much at the moment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So, let's have a look at the wider Trump administration. So we've looked at Trump and we've looked at Mr. Vance. So let's look at the wider administration, the cabinet and stuff. Cabinet. So let's have a look at what's going on there. Well, it went down, reversed, but spun around. So they're looking at resources. What resources are available to them? What can they do with it? Legal too, because remember, the pentacles can also signify legal stuff, not as strongly as swords, but the thing with the Knight of Pentacles is, and the Page of Pentacles, cross every I, check every D. They're looking at what is legally available to them. Ooh. What's the challenge here? The Hierophant, the institution. This is such a cool Hierophant, isn't it? I love that. He is so cool. Then I have a soft spot for owls. So, oh, he's so cool. Thanks, Red Rose. So there's definite challenges happening there. So cabinet and possibly beyond are looking at their options, challenges. What's in the Constitution? What is constitutional? What is not? They're really looking at the institution and the laws of the institution. So that's in the challenge spot at the moment because they have to get things right. What's the advice for them? Queen of Wands. Wow, it's the second time this pairing has come up. Be wise. Be wise with what you have. Be protective. Keep things close. And remember, you have a nation's future in your hands at the moment. So what's at the base of this? Story. Trump off the reservation. Trump losing it. Trump doing things he shouldn't do. What's the outcome for the wider administration, especially the cabinet? Page of Cups, inspiration, message of hope. Wow. 1, 6, 9 of Cups reversed. Yeah. They may have to tread on a few toes to get what they want and what they need. So this is the 9 of Cups reversed. The wish may come true, but they're going to have to tread on some toes. Hello. There's going to be a bit of procrastination. So that's, yeah, while it's some hope and some inspiration, there's also a bit of, oh, should we, shouldn't we, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be a bit of procrastination. But how much, a hopeful message to the people, but those who can do things are going to procrastinate. And then 6 of Swords, light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, there may be some constitutional, institutional things happening around them realising that if they don't do something, the country's going to go to pot, and it'll take a lot more than just an election, a lot longer. Oh, yes, of course, I'm happy to. Yeah, let's do some personal readings for the next half hour. So let's have a look. What deck will I use for you guys? Where's that shopping list? No, that's a facial. Where did I put the shop? Oh, there it is. Shopping list. Sorry. Let's have a look. What deck will I use? I'll have to get another set of these. They've gone all over the place. That's just. Yeah. Hang on a moment, guys. Ow, 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 ow. Favorite. This is one of my favorite. The Magic of Tarot deck. Oh, there's that pen. I thought I'd pick it up. So, yeah. Let's just look at you guys, hey? So, Robert 9087, reading for December. Absolutely. 3 cards, my darling. 3 cards. Really great list in. She does some great decks. Really enjoyable. Okay. So, if you want me to do a 3-card reading, I even say card or reading? Okay, guides, can you please give me 3 cards for Roberto Nida, 87. What he needs to know, what he can do, and possible outcomes. So what you need to know. Page of Cups. You've got some news coming to you. Could cause quite a few emotions to come to the surface. I don't know if it's totally unexpected, but it's still emotional. I do feel a little bit of an upwelling of sadness. So I do hope that wish the best for you with whatever is coming. I mean, it is going to be emotional, but I don't think it's unexpected. Okay. What you can do now, again, for me, tarot is about guidance, not instruction. So it's got what you can do. So you can be protective and gather your things around you. Now, or you can just go off on your own and just reject everybody, push everyone aside, push everyone away for a while so you can deal with it on your own. Or you can bring people you love close to you. And yeah, those are pretty much the options. Now, you're not one to, you might withdraw for a while, but you're not one to stay a while for a long time. So it could be a mix of the two. But again, that's the news, and whatever you do, it's going to be right for you, because you are not the sort of person who will deliberately hurt people. But you might say things, okay? But what's going to be the outcome? You might say some hurtful things in the moment, but when you're hurting, it happens. What's the outcome here? 5 of Pentacles. So, yes, people say this is out in the cold, but it's not necessarily. It is, you might be feeling a bit lonely and a bit on your own, but just know there are people who are there to help you and who want to help you. So don't turn your back on them. Know that the opportunities are there. Know that the help is there that you need, even though this isn't necessarily saying you're going to be alone. This is how you're feeling, and maybe you've already started feeling that. But just know that there are people there who care and love, and will be there to help you if you want and need to. And don't be afraid to reach out. I think there's a little bit of I'd be afraid to reach out because, don't be afraid to reach out. Okay? And yes, sometimes you do, in hard times, you do say things that aren't the nicest. You apologize and you acknowledge it and stuff. So December's not all, but I'll just give you a bonus card here. Overall, yes, you've got some, this is probably just the next couple of weeks, but December overall, will he be okay? Will you be okay? Queen of Swords, yeah, it's a good opportunity to clear some things away. Okay? So be clear and decisive in what you're saying. And this is not a bad card. This is a positive card. It's going to be a bit rocky, but you will be okay. Just be really clear with your communications with people. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat, it's not going to be a whole warm and fuzzy month, but I think by Christmas you'll be, you know, okay, how are you going to be? How's Roberto's going to be by Christmas? Not really wanting to celebrate it, just leave the whole thing behind. But, you know, you've got family and stuff. So, you know, I'm a lapsed Catholic, so we would call it the Catholic guild. But you'll be okay, my darling, okay? And reach out if you need help. You know, there's people there who are going through that with you, and they wouldn't want you to go through it alone, even though if you feel you have to. You don't have to do things alone. Okay, anyone else want a card? Hello, Will. Thank you. Anyone else want a reading? Red Rose. Let's do for you. Oh, hey, MJK. Welcome. I don't know if I haven't seen that particular handle before, but have you joined me before with another name, or are you new? If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Okay, so Red Rose. What you need to know, there's a fresh start coming to you. Ah, Suzuki, is that you? Wow. See good things coming. So, Red Rose, there's a fresh start coming up for you, a new journey. So, the start of a new journey. So, you've come to the end of one phase in your life, and you're starting into a fresh one. Wow. The possibilities there are, whoa, yeah. What can you do? Okay, you can treat it as an inspiration and take good messages from it, or you can bring all that old crap with you into the new start. So you can have new messages of hope and listen for them, or you can bring along all those old messages, all those old crappy messages that people used to tell you. That's your choices. I know which one I'd do to take with me into a new phase of life. What's the outcome for you? Well, it looks like 6 of Cups, happy reunions. Bringing good things with you. If it was bringing bad things with you, that would be reversed, but it wasn't. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. So, a real good opportunity for fresh start, new beginnings coming up for you, and it seems to me that you're going to take the positive messages with you, take the positive things into the future, and leave the negative behind, because this is what is indicated. If it wasn't indicated, that'd be like that. So, yeah, it's right at the start of the journey. So don't be surprised that there's no major arcana or higher court cards involved. Okay, and that it's mid-deck Red Rose. So really, really enjoy the new things that's coming up. Okay, MJK, I'm really sorry that you're having difficulty with your breathing. You hope you might be moving soon. Would you like me to look at that? MJK or Susie Zuki. Susie Zuki. You're a very, very smart, wonderful, and talented person. I do see good things for you. And I think I understand now why you were so driven to help others with your engineering and things. Bless you, my darling. MJK, what you need to know, new agreements, the lover's reaffirmation. So there's things happening around partnerships, whether it's personal or business. There are going to be things happening there. Good things. This is not a reverse. It is a major arcana. So good, big things, and it involves a lot of reaffirmation and sharing. Options here. What you can do is you can grab that opportunity, or you can choose to leave it. Of course, guidance, not instruction. Be aware that whether you choose to leave it or grab the opportunity, when you walk through that threshold, it's going to open up a whole new landscape for you. So don't tread slowly and carefully, but really be sure to take in the whole picture. That's what I'm getting. Okay. And what's the outcome for you? Oh, the devil. Same old trouble. I think you're hoping to be, this move will help, but I don't know whether it will. Yeah, I do feel it's to do with your health. So one clarifier on that. I pulled a clarifier on that with the devil card. This is panacea. Maybe talk to your health professionals about medicine, pills, whatever. There may need to be a change. You may need to break free of something. So that you might, there may need to change one of your medications or whatever you take in order to break that chain on that particular issue. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. Is there a message from Michael? Well, if he did have a message for you, my darling, it would have been in that reading. I would say, look at these. Look at the medicine. Okay. Okay. One 171 sign in. It's this. Wow. Yeah. They don't help. I know someone who's with emphysema and he's still smoking. That doesn't mean you don't really care about them. Of course I do, very much. And yeah. Anyway, my darling, hopefully there'll be a bit of a break from the old devil. Okay, 171 sign in. What you need to know. Oh, it's time to come out of the shadows, my darling. The hermit hides himself away. And if you've been pushing people away, now is the time to bring them back close. Okay? What you can do about it. The King of Swords. You can be guarded and keep them away, or you can open communication. So this is being guarded and keeping things away. This is opening communication. But it's going to have to come from you. Okay? The kings direct things. And the outcome, the Nine of Wands, good messages. Good messages. So it's a good time to open up and that shutting that part of yourself off that you have been, and reaching out. So this is you reaching out with good energy, and because it's not reversed, it's not my way or the highway. If you're not going to talk to me, blah blah blah. No, it's not like that. It is good energy, good messages, reaching out with good messages to people, and being open to talking to them. Not shutting yourself off and saying, if you're not going to do it my way, I'm not going to do it. No, that's not it. I'm ready to talk about things. Okay, who else would like a card? A reading? Well, you're working on it. Keep working on it. Keep working on it. Chocolate. Yeah. Be nice, wouldn't it? Make sure your problems go away. Would anyone else like a reading? Oh, that's really good. Hey, why feel guilty? Sometimes you just need to do something like that for yourself. Okay, guys, if nobody else would like a reading, I'm going to sign off for the day. Thank you for joining me. I have a supermoon special scheduled for Friday morning, and yeah, have some chocolate. Well, yeah. And of course, I will be back on Saturday for my normal thing. It's going to be really interesting to see what the cards say on Friday with supermoon about, and see if it comes back to what was I read on today. It's going to be really, really interesting to see, to have a look at that. Anyway, my darlings, thank you so much for joining me and for your continued support. Love you all so much, and you guys mean the world to me, and thank you. And stay strong, stay healthy, stay loving, and above all, my darling, stay laughing. Laugh every day, and if you can, laugh with a friend. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Good old Godiva. Bye-bye.